Sit back, because he said he has a blast, I quote, a blast, being a member of Toastmasters. So sit back, relax, enjoy his 7th speech, getting familiar with visual aids, 5 to 7 minutes. Timeline by Chuck Potter.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. What beautiful weather we're having today, all week. It's supposed to go on all week. Now the problem I have with such beautiful weather is my wife gets the bug to start cleaning out the house. So just today she started cleaning out some of the stuff, junk laying around. I saw her carrying the box out. Something caught my eye, something of mine. I say, whoa, 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 what do you got in the box? Let me see that. I said, oh, it's worthless junk nobody wants. Well, I saved the box, and as I went through it, I realized it's not just a box of junk. It contains my whole life history. Now, when I was 10 years old, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. So I'd practice every single day. I'd be out there. I'd practice my pitching, my catching, my swing and my batting, and I'll tell you what, I think I would have had a real good shot at the pros, except one day when I was practicing my batting, I suffered a terrible neck injury. I was practicing, and I hit an awesome line drive right through our picture window. My father came out and wrung my neck. After that, I was just never able to hit the curveball again. And you know what? When you can't hit the curveball in Little League, you're dead. So I never made it to the next level. Then I turned 15 years old and I decided baseball is dangerous and I tried something a little safer. So I learned to play guitar. I wanted to play just like all my heroes, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, Pete Townsend from The Who. And I was getting pretty good at it. I was practicing all the time. And I would have made it big too, except one day I suffered an unfortunate head injury. I was practicing my Pete Townsend, I had the windmill going, and I was rocking out. And towards the end of the song, I took my guitar, and I started smashing it on the kitchen floor, just as my father came around the corner. I saw the guitar he paid for being smashed. Well, it hit me in the back of the head so hard that when I woke up, I had forgotten how to play guitar. And I had a haircut. So I turned 22 years old, gave up the guitar, just leading a normal life. And one night when I was out, I met my future wife-to-be. And as I'm talking to her, I realized, hey, we share our love of skiing. So I decide, what better way to impress this girl than to take her to the biggest resort in New England and ski the most dangerous slope they have, a double diamond. So I got my ski gear on, which by the way, this is actually the hat I do skiing. This is it. And I took it to the slopes, and we got to the top of the hill, and I brought it to the double diamond, and I figured I'm going to impress the heck out of her. Now here's the problem. I'm a single cubic zirconia skier, not a double diamond skier. So I started to roll, tumble, slide to the bottom of this hill, screaming like a little girl the whole way. Now when I reached the bottom of the hill, I was sitting in a pile, checking my ribs, make sure they were all there, in the right spot. And my future wife comes skiing down this treacherous hill without a problem. Skis up to the side of me and says, now I know why you wear that hat. It stinks. Now even after my failure to impress her, she still decided to marry me. And now I've got a wife. And now I've got to support this wife. So now I've got to get a job. A real job. Because hanging out with my friends wasn't paying a whole lot at the time. So I decided I was going to get into construction. So I went out and I joined the Carpenters Union. And my first job was working on a roof. It was a pretty steep pitched roof. And it was early in the morning, you know how the frost gets everywhere. So I'm on the roof, I take a step, and I lose my balance. And I'm on my back, and I'm sliding down this roof. and only my advanced training in fear and panic saved me that day. Because as I slid down the roof, I frantically grabbed for anything I could to stop me from falling. But unfortunately, the first thing I passed was my boss's ankle, which I grabbed onto for dear life. So now we're both heading for the edge of the roof. And in an act of unselfish heroism, my boss threw himself to the ground first and provided a safe spot from which I could land. And I was able to get up without a scratch on me, forever in his debt. Now you can imagine how surprised I was a week later when he got out of intensive care and he fired me. So that's when I decided maybe carpentry is just a little too dangerous for me. What I need to do is I need to find something that not only am I good at, but is also safe. And I think I found it. It came to me one day by accident. I was just sitting around on a weekend, and I realized this is really the only thing I'm good at. Thank you.